Good morning, guys. So I am up. It is 6 in the morning. I am getting ready. I just curled my hair and I did my makeup, and I am about to head downstairs to get the shuttle to take me to the airport. So today I start a 3-day trip, and today is just one leg. So it's from Vegas to Pittsburgh, and I'll be staying in Pittsburgh for about 12 hours. And then I'll tell you guys what I do the following day. But we get there, I think, around 4:30. So I might go walk around. It just depends. It looks like it's going to be raining, so we'll see. I was not prepared for this trip because I thought I was going to have time to go back home and repack and do all that. But we'll see what I do. Good thing I have laundry stuff, and if they have a laundromat or something like that by there, or they are at the hotel, I'll do some laundry. But I was not ready for that. I do have an extra uniform, which is great, so I can do that. But yeah, we will see you guys in Pittsburgh. Bye. Okay, you guys made it here to Pittsburgh. That's the bathroom. We got a refrigerator, microwave, 2 beds, TV desk. Let's see if we have a view. That's our view. Okay, guys, so I made it here to Pittsburgh. Flight was super easy. It was pretty long, but it was so easy. There was no issues or problems. We only had 81 passengers, which was crazy, on a 321, which was one of our biggest airplanes that holds 228 passengers. And so, yeah, that was pretty easy, no problems. I loved it. It was pretty long. It was 3:35. Yeah, 3 hours and 35 minutes. We did hit some really bad turbulence on the way down to Pittsburgh, and that was pretty rough. It made me sick. I was very nauseous. I'm still kind of nauseous. I'm gonna head downstairs and get something to eat real quick, because at the hotel we stay, they offer dinner for us, so that's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna go have some dinner, and then I'm gonna go to the grocery store. It's right across the street, because I do want to get some stuff so I can snack on and eat a little bit healthier. I do need to lose some weight. I did gain over the summer. I did gain a couple pounds that I need to drop off, and I need to get back in shape. So I'm gonna work on that, and then yeah, I'll see what else. I don't think we're gonna do anything here, because here in Pittsburgh there's not a lot to do. So I will see you guys later. Okay, bye. Good morning, guys. So I am up, I'm ready, I am finishing up packing. I am running a little bit behind, so I'm in a hurry. I'll be going today from Pittsburgh to Fort Lauderdale, so it's just one leg, which is good. We get there at 9:40 in the morning, so that's perfect, and I'll see what I get myself in Florida, and myself in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, bye. Okay, guys, so I made it here to Fort Lauderdale. This is our room that we got. We got one bed. I don't think we have a view. I think we have a street view, but yeah, that's our view. Okay, guys, so I made it here to Fort Lauderdale. It wasn't a very easy flight. It was only 2 hours, and I think it was like 2:05 or something like that, so it was not bad at all, the flight. We did have a medical in the air. It was a passenger that was out of breath, couldn't catch their breath. They had asthma and they forgot their inhaler, so we had to give them some oxygen and help them out on that part. But other than that, it was super easy, no problems, no issues. It was a full flight. And now we're here in Fort Lauderdale, so I am gonna work on some videos, and then probably, I don't have a lot of clothes because I was not prepared for this trip. I only have like a t-shirt and shorts left to wear, so I'll probably wear that, and I'll probably go walk around. It looks like it's gonna be raining, but hopefully it's not raining all day, and just walk around here in Fort Lauderdale. I did run into a lot of my co-workers here. Apparently they're staying in this hotel for recurrent, and so there's a lot of them here, and they're like, hey, let's go out. It's Saturday night, but we'll see if I end up going out or not. But I will see you guys later. Okay, bye. Okay, guys, so I am on this trip. It's a 3-day trip, and I haven't done anything. I've been very lazy on this trip. I just have not been in my normal self of just going out and exploring. I actually just wanted to been relaxing and sleeping in. I am here in Fort Lauderdale, so I'm gonna do something a little bit different, because I've had people been asking me about commuting. So we're gonna talk about commuting, how that impacts and how it works, and if it's worth it to do it. So I'll give you my own opinion on that. Everybody has a different story. Everybody has their own thoughts
in that kind of lifestyle. But we'll talk a little bit about that. But yeah, it's gonna be just because this video is gonna be kind of boring because I don't have any content. I didn't do anything. I was just having a lazy trip. So and I wasn't prepared for this trip. Actually, I thought I was gonna go home and repack everything and bring some stuff. If not, I would have been prepared because I would have gone out today because it's Saturday night. But I don't have anything to wear nice. So no, I'm not gonna go out and I'm not gonna do anything. I have a couple workers that are here and they've been messaging that they wanna go out, but I don't have no dress clothes. Literally all I have is this tank top and my gym shorts, which is not gonna cut it here in Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna stay here and just save some money and chill. So let's talk about commuting. Is it worth it? I honestly prefer, if I had the choice, I would live in base. I would live wherever base I would be working out of. It would be the easiest way to do it, but certain people can't do that. Like I cannot do that. My children are in Omaha, Nebraska, and I cannot well, technically I can move but and just go back and forth, but it just makes sense for me to come back home because I have to come and see them, and I would hate for them to just travel all the time to me. So that would not be the greatest. But so commuting is you live in a different state but you work in a different state. So it's like for me, I live in Omaha, Nebraska, and I work in Vegas. So I have to get to Vegas. And our company has a commuter's clause, which is a protection plan that covers us. So when we can't make it to our home base, they'll protect us and not give us points. We get 6 of those a year. Yeah, 6 of those a year. And it'll cover us. We just have to give ourselves 2 flights to get there. If we don't make it on those 2 flights, then we call them and let them know, and they'll see if they can do anything to get us there. And if they can't, then we call out, and then you don't get points, but you don't get paid for the trip. So, which kind of sucks, but you know what? That's part of the commuting life. So then you have to get, when you're a commuter, it's your responsibility to get yourself to your base. It is nobody else's responsibility, so you have to figure it out. So especially if you have those early shows in the morning, you better be there a day before. So it can be literally a second job. This can be a second job because you got to figure out how to get there, pay hotels to stay there, or get a crash pad, which they're called. And I'll get into that a little bit later about the crash pads. But it's just one of those things that you just got to figure out. It takes a lot of time. So it's pretty much a second job that you're doing. But then the good thing about that you fly under the commuter's policy or whatever, so you get to travel for free on pretty much on any airline if you're commuting, if you're trying to get to work. So you will get on that plane. You could use pretty much any airline that's flying into, like for me, and my home base is Vegas, and I take Southwest from Omaha to Vegas. They have direct flights, and they have up to 3 a day, so which is nice, which is very convenient for me to take different times to get there. And then on the way back, it's the same thing. It's a direct flight from Vegas to Omaha, so I take Southwest pretty much all the time, but sometimes I do have to take like United and do a connecting flight from like Denver or Phoenix or wherever, Seattle, to get me to Vegas. So it's just one of those things that it's just like, I looked when I first graduated, they gave me Fort Lauderdale. So I was based here in Fort Lauderdale. The commute there was horrible. I mean, it was a pain. I had to do like 3 connecting flights, and it was just horrible. And when there was bad weather, it was not good. I was there for about 3 months, and then I was able to transfer to Dallas. And Dallas, I was there for almost 3 years in Dallas, and I loved it because the commuting part wasn't too bad. I took American from Omaha to Dallas, and they had like three flights a day as well. And so it was fairly easy for me to get there. Coming back could be sometimes a pain in the butt, but I was able to make it back. And then about, I want to say almost 9 months ago, I transferred to Vegas because I lost my line and I cannot be on reserve anymore. I cannot afford to be on reserve, so I transferred to Vegas and I have my line there and I can make my own schedule, so which is nice for commuters. When you on reserve and you're a commuter, it is so hard, but it's doable, but it's hard. They pretty much own you, and it's a pain. It's a pain to go back and forth when you're on reserve. But when you hold the line, it's easy. I mean, you do your own schedule. You'll make a commutable line where you can get there that morning and get back to Omaha like in the afternoon or late in the evening. But yeah, so that's all I have to say. I mean, if you can live on base, it would be much easier. Eventually, I will live on a base. I'm just waiting for my kids to go off to college and just be able to be on their own, and then I can pretty much move anywhere I want to move to. But yeah, that's the commuters lifestyle. We just pretty much, and then we do stay on crash pads, so I was going to touch a little bit about that. So these crash pads are rooms where people actually share these rooms with other flight attendants or pilots, and they're bunk beds, and you're sleeping in these rooms where it could be up to 6 people in a room, up to, I've seen 10 people in one room, and you pay a flat fee a month, just depending where you're staying, or if it's a house, it's an apartment. There's so many things that go with that for the pricing on that, and there's just like hot beds, cold beds, there's different things, so you just have to look for all that stuff and figure it out. But yeah, you just pay that and you can stay there when you are, especially if you're on reserve, you'll stay there because sometimes they won't use you on reserve, so you need a place to stay, and you have to pay for a crash pad or get your own place or move to base. If not, it's going to be very hard to do. But other than that, I hope you guys like this content that I just brought. I know people have been asking me about that in different platforms, social media platforms. So I hope this answers some of your questions. If you guys have any other questions or comments or anything, just put them in the comments and I'll try to get to it as soon as possible as I can. And I will see you on probably tomorrow morning. I will see you because I'll be heading back home, and I'll let you guys know where I'm going or what we're doing, which route we're taking. But yeah, it's here in Fort Lauderdale. I ain't doing nothing. So I will see you guys later. Okay, bye. Good morning, guys. So I am up, I am ready, I am finishing up packing and everything. So I will be going here from Fort Lauderdale to Detroit to Vegas, and then I'm gonna try to catch a flight. It's gonna be a connecting flight, so it's gonna be from Vegas to Denver to Omaha with United. So hopefully I make that flight and I get there on time, no delays, no nothing, good vibes only. So I can make it at a good time on Sunday night to Omaha. But if not, then I'll get there later tonight. There's options. So I will talk to you guys later, and I will see you in Omaha. Okay, bye. Okay guys, so I made it here to Omaha. I went from Vegas to Phoenix then to Omaha, and I got in at 10:30 at night, and so that's what I did. The flights were really easy. We didn't have any issues or problems, so it was fairly easy. We just got delayed. That was the only bad thing about it, because I was gonna be able to catch the direct flight to Omaha, but our flight got delayed by almost 4 hours, and so it just messed up everything. So then I had to do the connecting flight. But other than that, everything went well. We don't know why it was delayed. I think it was just, I have no idea. The captain didn't even know. We were trying to figure out, but we couldn't figure it out. But yeah, but now I'm back home. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on my next adventure. Okay, bye.